Hi everyone, it's Ed from Runnabl. I hope you're well. This video is my race review of the British Masters 5K race that took place in Battersea Park on Sunday. Now in this video I'm going to be telling you about the race itself, explaining what the high quality field was like, a little bit about Battersea Park, but mainly as well we'll be going through what shoes I wore, and in this case the Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 3s. I'll be going through what I liked about the shoes, what I didn't like so much about the shoes, and spoiler alert, there wasn't much I didn't like about this shoe. And we'll be interviewing some people after the race to get their opinions on the race and their running goals for the year. So stand by for some event footage and watch the full review of the Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 3 over the 5K distance. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye. It's Ed from Runnabl. I've just arrived at Green Park. I'm going to make my way to Battersea Park for the British Masters now. So it's the 5K race where all the top older runners in all the different age groups, they descend upon Battersea Park for this 5K event, and they they race to see who's the top dog in their age groups. So it's a very competitive race. You get some really incredible times. I think the V50 person went under 16 last year, the winner, which is incredible. 50-year-old plus, and they're going under 16 minutes for a 5K. It's pretty impressive. So you get most of the best 5K runners, at least in the south, possibly all over the country for those that want to travel. And I'm today going to run from Green Park to Battersea Park as my warm-up. I don't traditionally do this, but I thought today I'll try it because I always find with 5Ks I'm a slow starter, and obviously with 5K you can't often afford to be a slow starter. So today I'm hopefully, by the time I get there, I'll be really nice and warmed up, ready for the event, but we'll see. Could this backfire? Who knows? How am I feeling? I've got a bit coldy, but I'm not going to moan. I'm just going to give it my best shot. I'm going to wipe away any of this, you know what, and just get on with it. And let's see where we end up today. It's good for me to run in this kind of company every now and again, just to see where I am. It's going to be obviously tough to place, almost nigh impossible to place, but I'll give it my best shot. Hoping to try and sneak into that top 10, but that won't be easy. I might hopefully try and catch up with Sean Mann, friend of the show, if he's around. He said he's going to be here, and we'll have a quick chat maybe at the end. I'm going to wear my Trent Park vest today, wear it proud. I'm going to try and do my best for the club as well as the country, of course. So we'll see you later. I love you all. Bye bye. Oh, what? I just forgot. What am I wearing? Well, no surprise there. Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 3s. When the big races come out, so do these shoes, really, and that says everything you need to know about this shoe. We'll do a race review of it after this, so I'll see you later. Bye bye. We're just about to go to the RAF memorial for those that lost their lives in the war. There you go, looking splendid with all the poppies. Pay a bit of respect to them. Let me just give you a quick summary. This memorial is dedicated to the 55,573 airmen from the United Kingdom, British Commonwealth and Allied nations who served in the RAF Bomber Command and lost their lives over the course of the Second World War. We salute you. But I have to go. I'll see you later, folks. Always think it's good to pay your respects to people. I tend to do that whenever I go past there. I really do appreciate what those men and women did for us to enable the privileged lives that we have now. And when we moan all the time about our lives now, we should think back to them and how hard it was for them. Can you imagine going to war? Do you imagine how many of the youngsters today could handle war? No, worst hope they ever have to, right? but such is the world. That is unlikely, I'm afraid, but while we're in this time, let's enjoy it while we can. Anyway, I'm on my way to Battersea Park. I've never done this kind of warm-up before. I thought it would be a good idea today to get my legs. It's freezing cold. So for once I won't look like a complete idiot in my leggings. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ed, and I was unfortunately the victim, if that's the right word, of being hit by a car 5 years ago. I got hit rather badly and thrown up into the air, so shattered my tibia in my right leg, thrown up in the air, hit the windscreen with my back, broke my back in 2 places, T4 and T11 sections. My spine was shattered, both shoulder scapulars were broken, and I was in a bit of a mess with a fractured skull. And get across, boy. Jesus. He made it. Jesus. And that basically, according to the doctors, ended any kind of running career. Before that, I'd been doing 5Ks, and I was okay, I suppose. I think I was just breaking 20 minutes, but I wasn't really training properly, eating well, and I was kind of one of these guys who just go all out, really hammer it, and then almost throw up, and then be stiff all week, and then go again. And it was this kind of cycle of run, puke, feel shit all week, and then go again. And it was very hard. If you're in that kind of cycle, it's very hard to get better. You kind of maybe inch a little bit forward, and you wonder why you don't improve dramatically. And when you're in that kind of situation, that kind of cycle of doom, you need to take a step back, stop racing, and get your fitness levels up, get your base fitness up. Spend a good 6 weeks or so building that base fitness in what I like to call actually the base phase, where you're building your fitness base, and then go back to running once you're fitter, and what you'll find, your times will be better, but also your legs will adjust. Oh, thank you. No stopping him, was there? Your legs will adjust to to extra mileage. You won't feel so terrible. Anyway, back to the accident. I was left in a rather precarious state where I thought, I wouldn't run again. But then overnight, after I heard that, I got a kind of epiphany, and I said, well, how does that doctor actually know the inner workings of my body? So I thought, why not prove him wrong? Prove everyone wrong. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, even close friends of mine, who are saying that's Ed done. He won't walk properly again, like the doctor was saying. And I thought, well, it's good motivation. I'll use that as motivation. So I want to thank that doctor now for giving me the motivation to keep going. And roll on 18 months, and I ran my first marathon in Milton Keynes. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. We're now on Sloane Street, by the way. At night it's really nice and Christmassy around here. If you watched my last video, go and watch it if you haven't watched it. You see all the Christmas lights in the dark. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I kind of feel like going into that marathon, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I trained a bit with my current club, Trent Park, but it was very much a trip into the unknown. I had no idea if my legs would hold up, my bad leg in particular, obviously, and also I didn't have any idea much about running shoes then. I was using the Nike Midsole, which as you all know aren't really marathon shoes, but they do protect you, and they were a great shoe for actually making sure that I was fully protected, which was great. And I just went off and head down and got through it. Didn't know what I was doing, but I got through it. I was feeling very stiff at the end, which I do, to be honest, at every marathon, but this one obviously in particular. And I managed to get 3 hours 12, which isn't too shabby for your first marathon. And actually for my age, that qualified me for Boston in America. And so I booked that pretty much soon after, because I wondered whether I'd ever be able to run that again. And I didn't know whether it was a one-off fluky time or not. And just gone from there. I've now run 8 marathons, last one being New York, where I PB'd. I was delighted with 2 hours 49. I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, a really good marathon runner. I tend to be better, relatively speaking, at 5Ks and 10Ks. And then I struggle a bit with half marathons and marathons. But last year I made a conscious effort to try and improve my half marathon times leading up to New York, and that actually helped a lot. So I managed to do a couple of 1 hour 18s and a 1 hour 19 trail half marathon, which won me the race actually in Richmond Park. Was my first ever half marathon win. So it's not going too badly. But today I haven't been doing much speed work whatsoever since New York, which is 4 weeks ago, and we'll see whether I come a cropper today or not. That might it might be a step too far without doing that speed work. We'll see. I'll just go for it. I think we're going to feel the hurt locker today, in terms of by the end I'm not going to be feeling good, I'm sure. And we'll see where we get to, because I'm in really good company. So I'm hoping these really top class amazing runners really push me on today, so I can do something for me which would be special and break 17 again, which I haven't done for months now. So that's the plan. Reality might say something different, as we know with running. That's often the case, but we'll give it a good go. It's my first race at this kind of level. I mean, I did do the age group world championships for the New York Marathon, which is a high level as well, but this is kind of different altogether. These are the elite older runners, that have been around the block quite a long time. Often they've got a lot more experience than I have, and there's a feeling I have this kind of imposter syndrome a little bit when I'm running these races, or when I'm thinking about running in these races, more accurately, where I start to think, what am I doing, Edward? Why are you risking embarrassment here? Well, the reason you do it is to push yourself, and that's a good kind of a philosophy in life. Get out of your comfort zone, and today I'll definitely be going out of my comfort zone to try and get this to try and get something decent here. and it's in the mecca of running, Battersea Park now. For London, it's now become the place to run fast, and there's so many events here. Such a great place to be, and such a great park to race in because it's so flat, wide, and there's so many events now. You can't miss like throughout the year calendar. Normally I do Battersea at least 3 or 4 times, if not more. And now they've got the park run. There's that option as well, which is pretty intense for a park run. Okay, here we go. Pretty sure we're going down that way. Right, we're heading towards the Chelsea gate now. That's where we want to be, right? Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, I've just had a quick check of my phone. Should know the way by now, right? But sometimes I go different routes. Actually, in the distance I can see the power station, so I should have known it was this way, but anyway. Yeah. So I sometimes suffer from a bit of imposter syndrome. You know, I feel like I've got no right to be running in this quality, but we'll see. In life, you earn your right, okay? So if you feel like you're not worthy, make yourself worthy, right? And we'll be aiming to do that today. See where we get to. But it's nice having this kind of warm-up. It's a beautiful day, actually. No wind, not much anyway, a little breeze. Perfect running conditions, cold but nice, sunny. Should be some fast times out there today, I would imagine. You could see some records fall maybe today with this kind of weather. I was watching Tim Gross's videos on this race, and it looked horrendous. The weather when they did it, wet, slippy, cold. I mean, this is completely the opposite, apart from it is cold. So I can't complain now. From having some bad luck with weather, I've now had good luck in New York and good luck here. So the end of the year has been kind to me, which is nice. I think I deserve that from running in that heat in London and a few other races, which were pretty awful. So anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you in a minute. Lots of runners you'll see here. I'm gonna get killed. It's that kind of place, Battersea. Got so many good runners. So such a running culture in London now. So nice. Old and young and in betweens. They're all out there. You got a day like this. It's the obvious thing to do, right? The Thames is all its glory. There's a bit of Thames. Well, it's fresh, that's to say the least. It's a cold day. The question is, do I go with gloves or not? I think not. I always find when I run with gloves on, they're great for the first sort of minute or so, and then when you're completely warmed up, you wish you didn't have them on. So for me, not really a glove man when I run. I much prefer to just warm up naturally and then have something warming, keeping me warm but that can backfire. But if your hands never warm up, or your legs never warm up, you can be in trouble, right? That's why I'm doing this extra bit of a run this morning, to make sure that they do. Right, we're here. Pretty record time, actually. You know, pretty good time in Battersea. Right, I'll see you later. So I've arrived super early, the Chelsea gates. Way too early, actually. It's like an hour for start time, but I'm going to get myself sorted early on. Go and find the toilet, get some hot drink or something, and then chill out for a bit before the race. But yeah, it's nice to get somewhere early for a change and not having to panic and rush around. So I can stroll through the park now and enjoy myself. So in about an hour's time I'll be racing, and then I'll give you a quick summary after the race of how it's gone. Hopefully chat to a few people. Anyway, before I get run over, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so a little run through Battersea Park. I find when I get to these race events, I start getting quite nervous, and so invariably I need the toilet a few times, right? I probably don't, but it feels like I do. So I like to get that out of the way early on, and make sure that that's not something I'm rushing around doing at the end, because that can be quite stressful. But yeah, I think let me try and think back to when I've last run in Battersea. So the last one was a park run, which was my PB, just PB of 16:42. That was way back in August, I think. Might have been July, I think it was August. I went with a group of mates. There's a video called the Hurt Locker episode. It's a good video, actually. We all descended upon Battersea. I really enjoyed doing that, and yeah, I was in good nick then. I'd just come off all the 10Ks with my club, so the speed was good. I hadn't started the new marathon training block, so I was relatively fresh, and you know, it felt really good to do that race. And whether I'm in that kind of form today, it's hard to know. It's really hard for me to get a clear picture of how I'm shaping up at the moment, because mainly because I've not been doing any much speed work, so I don't really know how I'm doing in terms of my pace. I mean, I did a couple of park runs after New York. The first one went pretty well, 17:22 in Oak Hill. That would be about 17 here. I think it's probably about 20-second difference. And then the next one didn't go well at all, which is 17:51 or something like that, which is still, I can't complain, but it, you know, it's way off my pace. So we'll see how it goes today. Right, let's get the toilet sorted out. Okay, so I'm making my way to the bandstand now, where I'm going to pick up my race pack, and also you can see the finish line just about in the distance. I'm also going to get my numbers, obviously, and then drop my bag off at some point. I might see some familiar faces here. Obviously some good runners. If you're doing the running circuit, you might spot a few that you know in the UK at least. It's such a nice day. And some really top women runners here as well. Again, I was watching Tim Gross's video and saw that a couple who started 2 minutes after him, managed to catch him up at one point, which shows how fast they are. But I think this time, unlike that time, they're starting quite a long time after, and I think they're actually starting after our race will finish. So on the one hand, would it be nice to have been in the race with these amazing female athletes, but at the same time I'm kind of glad that there's not the opportunity for one of them to overtake me. Don't mean that in a bad way. It's just a kind of relief. There's the finish. We've still got about 45 minutes before the start time, so plenty of time yet. Let's see what the queues are like for the race packs, and then we'll go from there. Right, you obviously don't pick the numbers up here. Excuse me, mate, where'd you pick your numbers from?
Just there.
Just there. Oh yeah.
Well, when I put the
Need to pick up the race packs. Rather hidden than me. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I've got here nice and early for once. Oh, right, it's nearly time, and just found my watch will not sync with Strava, so I'm going to be running by feel today, which is not ideal, but anyway, we'll see. Maybe that's a good thing, less pressure on me. Just tag on to some people I know that are quick, and then give them my best shot. So running by feel, I'll record it, obviously try and record the time and everything on my phone, but I'm not going to obviously be looking at my phone during the race. So we'll see if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but wish me luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
If you can and you are able, please try and make it to the nearest marshal and they will take over from there. I know this is probably the worst thing you want to do. No headphones, guys, for the race. No headphones. Okay. If anyone has any questions that wants to ask me, there's a big load of people. Oh, presentation, Country Cafe, roughly 12:45. I mean, there's a load of you, there's a load of aprons, nearly everyone gets the best. Okay. All right, guys.
I have to admit it went well today, much better than I thought it would. I think 16:40 something. I'm not sure if I PB'd. We'll have to find out. I definitely got close, I think. My watch, as I mentioned, threw a wobbly and wouldn't connect to Strava, so I did it on my phone. My phone said 16:50 something, but then I started it early, at least a good 10-15 seconds earlier. So we'll see. Hopefully a new PB, but if not, I'll be pretty close. I pushed it hard today, really went for it, really good race. I'll definitely do this again next year. So competitive. I think, it's a good marker for me after New York. Not quite as fresh as I should be, and I still get under 17, which is great. And I think in the next season, I think I'll be aiming to get to that 16:30, concentrate on some 5Ks for a bit and really go for it and do some speed work. I haven't been doing any speed work, just some park runs. So the whole event is really well organised, really relaxed. Getting your numbers was easy. All in all, some fabulous runners out there. I just finished behind a 60-year-old called, I think, Jeremy Leach, definitely Leach. And he's a remarkable guy, runs for North Hearts. I met a few people, Sean's on the video, as you'll see, and a few others that I videoed today. Just make sure you keep watching, you watch all the footage. Had some good discussions. It's been a great event. And thank you, British Masters. Absolutely loved it. Gotta get myself home now. I've got packing to do for New York tomorrow. And not New York, what am I on about? LA. Not LA. Vegas, you idiot. I'm going to Vegas. Vegas tomorrow. Make up your mind, Ed. I'm still a bit out of it. And and the Pumas. That's the second time with these Pumas I'm under 17 minutes. So they are by far and away my favourite 5K shoe. They're absolutely rapid. They were good for the marathon, and they've been really good for these 5Ks that I've done. And highly recommend them. Full video to come. Hope you're enjoying Runnabl. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I need your help. I need all of your help. See you later. Bye-bye. Love you all. Bye. So we're just on the British 5K Masters, and I'm with Shahab. And which idiot did you beat today, Shahab?
I beat this guy apparently. He's right behind me.
He beat me. I was way behind him, at least 20 seconds. And how did it go?
You know what? Better than I thought. It's a nice cool day. Got the sleeves out for the first time in a long time. Just felt good. Park wasn't that busy. Good crowds. You weren't sort of in no man's land. You were kind of right in the mix. So good.
And did you? Is 5K your favourite event then?
It is, because I like to get done with. I've never done anything more than a half. So,
Because me and you have raced 10Ks, haven't we?
Yes.
Well, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's like one day you'll beat me, one day I'll beat you. It's quite close. But it seems like 5K, you're a real speed merchant, right?
I prefer just to get done with. Just go out hard and go home.
Which is what we're going to do after this. And just tell us a bit about your running club.
North Hearts Road Runners, brand new saw vest, exclusive this year. So I've been a member about 4 years now. And I started, I'm a classic lockdown runner, starting in 2020. Whenever an hour of free time.
And you know my rival Matthew, don't you? Sawyers.
Matthew Sayers, yes.
He battles for me for the V50 championship.
Yes.
Came third this year.
And he's a big marathon runner as well.
He's a really good marathon runner, isn't he? Do you do marathons?
No, never done anything.
Going to do one?
No.
That's
no interest.
There you go. Definitely not. No. What's the half marathon's the longest? And have you got one of those coming up?
Yeah, Cambridge. Most of the guys, a lot of the guys in the club have signed up for Cambridge in March.
I'm so envious.
Yes.
I missed the day, and it's gone the next day.
Sold out in an hour. Ridiculous.
And he literally only way in is charity.
Yeah.
And for half, I don't feel like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Should save it for a big game.
Either charity, you set your alarm and just refresh.
Right, it's too late now. And so, how's your season looking like? So you got the Cambridge, anything else?
Just probably a couple of cross-country races, pub cross-country races.
Yeah.
I've got a 10K in St Albans and Fred Hughes.
I wonder if that's still open.
It will be.
Yeah, I might look at that one.
Yeah.
I always do the St Albans half every year.
Yeah.
That's really
really hard.
Yeah. Well, the 10 miler, sorry, 10 miler in St Albans is mid-Jan, so it's good build-up race.
Right, good. Get your legs really working, right? Yeah, and then in terms of you do park runs and stuff like that? No. Is there a reason for that? Busy?
Too early.
Yeah, too early. So this is perfect time.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys do football on Saturday morning.
Right,
I don't get out much on Saturday morning.
Yeah, and did North Hearts, did they stay up this year?
Yes.
Yeah, you did, because it was touch and go at one point. Right?
Yes, yeah, I mean, we've got the crew out in the end.
Yeah, it's a good team, I like it.
We've got a strong team.
What's your home race then, North Hearts?
In terms of...
Yeah, like where you're at home.
The big club race is standalone 10k,
right?
Which is in October.
But what about in the midweek league?
Oh, the midweek league. Steve needs probably.
Oh, right, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was my best race. Yeah. But it was short for some reason.
It was probably slightly short.
Yeah. I ran it in 32.
Around the lake a couple of times.
Yeah. 32.
Oh, it's probably short because of the weather, maybe. It's hot.
Yes, that's probably it.
Yeah,
there's a few that were cut short, weren't there? Anyway, give me a hug. Right. We smashed it today, this guy in particular. We think 16:20 something.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and I think 16:40 something. Yeah. So I'm pleased with that.
Well
right, see you later. Bye-bye. So we've just done the British Masters 5k, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
At Battersea Park, right? And I'm with
Nardi
and
Sean.
And how we get on today, lads?
Season's best for me, 1937, so I'm pretty pleased with
So
that.
tell everyone your age.
I'm 64, I'm going to be 65 in July.
64, and he's running sub 20. How about that, lads? And what about yourself, Sean?
Sort of low 1704. I think.
That's good, mate. And it's similar to, is that similar to last year, or?
It is, I've been lazy, and I'm starting with a new coach tomorrow.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to work hard.
Good luck with that. So talking about looking forward then, what are your plans for next year?
Well, I'm representing England in the international in Manchester.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
In April.
What distance?
Marathon.
Wow.
So I'll be working hard towards that, really. And then Chicago in the autumn.
You're doing Chicago Marathon?
Yeah.
You've done it before?
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites.
I've done it twice. It's my favourite.
Is it your favourite?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bloody quick, isn't it? Yeah.
And the city's amazing.
Yeah. Where do you stay when you're in Chicago, normally?
Well, I tried to mix it up. I tried to do different areas each time, just so you see different parts of the city. But last time it was down Magnificent Mile, was it?
Yeah. I stayed up near Lincoln Park. Is it Lincoln Park?
Yeah.
And it's really nice around there. Really nice brownstone houses everywhere. It's lovely. I recommend that area. And what about yourself? Any goals, plans?
I think next year I'm going to concentrate on the half marathon, which is really my distance. Really.
And you go up in age group, right?
I go up in age group, so I hope the real field fellas in.
So 65?
Yeah, 65, and try and stay under 130 for the half marathon, see where that puts us.
And any big halves?
Not looked at the calendar with coach yet. This is my last big race of the year, as you're saying. So we'll see. We'll just settle it in place.
So I always think the one in Victoria Park, it's a good one.
Nice and flat.
Flat, and I prefer it to here because this is just chaotic. You're going wide all the time. Whereas Victoria, I don't know, maybe it's just less runners.
Well, the roads, the carriageway is much wider.
It's just a lot nicer. And then there's a few, like I always do Hackney. I don't know if you do that one.
No, I didn't do it. So one of the guys in the group did a drill down on the company that runs it.
Right.
And they're offshore. They don't register. It's not a registered race.
So shouldn't do that.
So it doesn't go in run break. Well, I just took a few on. I think we all did at that time. But it's a great race.
Let's talk about your 5k this morning.
Right. So my 5k, I think I did around 16:40 something.
Wow. Was that PB?
Not quite, I don't think. But I did a PB in a park run here at 16:41, and I don't think I beat that. But it's hard to know because my watch wouldn't sync the Strava right before the end, and so I had to run by field today. So I didn't have any watch or anything, right? So that kind of, in a weird way, kind of helped.
Lots of people say that.
It just meant I was free to run. I did see you because you're quite a tall lad.
I saw you come past and I thought, well.
And I thought, right, I'll use you as a bit of a marker for a bit because I'm terrible at start. Right, I either go too hard or go too slow.
You're obviously feeling good.
I felt all right actually. And these shoes,
you like those?
These really help. Right, 5k. See the tip? You really engage that plate and the tip. Let me show them. That plate. That plate there. You really engage it and you get a real snap forward. So I'd really recommend it. It's expensive.
Puma what?
Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 3.
Okay, that'll be on the vlog. Yeah.
That's on the vlog, yeah. But what's the vlog, of course? You'll be on it. And then final words. Do you run for clubs? You obviously do.
Highgate,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
City of Norwich.
City of Norwich. And any club races coming up?
Oh, good question. No,
Do you have like midweek leagues?
We do. We have like a spring open.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So, in what about yourself?
No, we just had our local club race, which was the half marathon in November, but I've missed that.
Yeah. And any good races for us to go and do in Norwich then? Would you recommend?
Yes,
Good question.
definitely.
Yeah.
The Wroxham 5K.
Yeah.
Very fast.
What's it called?
The Wroxham
5K. Right. I'll have
It's a very fast course.
Yeah.
And a stacked field.
Right.
I'll
When
see
is that?
that.
That is July.
Right, I'm there.
Early July
Yeah.
on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
You'll smash it.
I'm there. You remember that? Wroxham 5K, early July, Norwich.
Dream team.
It sells out very quickly within an hour.
When-
and it goes on sale in February.
February. Okay, well, I'm in.
We're on.
Right, I'll
Right.
see you there,
Meet you
dude.
then, yeah,
Right,
see you
the
later.
three musketeers.
The three amigos, all right.
See you later.
See you later,
Bye-bye.
nice to
Take
see
care.
you,
Bye. Get in the way, guys. Here's the women. Go on! Go on! Get back. Go on! Go on, Des. Go on, Chaz. I want to see how old this guy is. Look at him. Go on, lads. 80. Incredible, right? Well done, Jazz. Keep going, mate. Well done.
Right.
There we go. Right, time for me to go. The video as I go. Okay, so let's get some key stats first and foremost around the Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 3. So in terms of weight, it comes in a very competitive 199 grams in my UK size 9.5. That's pretty competitive with all the super shoes out there on the market. The only one I would say that's a lot lighter would be the Ray Tokyo. Apart from that, it's very competitive. In terms of stack height, you've got a 40mm stack height in the heel. You've got 32 in the forefoot, giving you an 8mm drop. Actually, for me, it doesn't feel like an 8mm drop. I know a lot of people have problems with Puma shoes feeling the drop. For me, this feels a little bit flatter than that 8mm. But bear in mind, and those that don't know about me, I'm not a heavy runner. I'm 63, 64 kg. 5'9", and I land around about here on the lateral side of the forefoot. So for me, the drop
I never really heel strike, particularly in 5K, so the drop really isn't that important to me. That said, it is important to some of you, so just be aware that this does have an 8mm drop, and you may or may not find that problem or not. Okay, so they're the key stats. As I said, very light shoe, and it has that 8mm drop. Shoe, so we've got a very lightweight upper. As you can see my fingers through the upper. You know, it's a really incredibly light mesh upper that actually wraps really nice around your foot. So even though it's narrow, as you can see here, it does wrap around your foot. It gives way a little bit to your foot shape. So for me, it doesn't feel too oppressive when I put this on. It actually feels very nice. You can also see it's got average rate laces, not very good tongue. It's very, very flimsy. As you can see there, there's nothing really to tie and cinch your laces on top of. So that's one area in this upper Puma could definitely improve. You've got minimal padding, but you have padding around the heel collar and counter. You've got a rigid heel counter. I mean, it's like a semi-rigid. You can move it. It's not as rigid as some. You have some structure here, and you've got a little bit of like reinforced material. It's not really a sidewall, but it gives you a little bit more stability. And all in all, there's not really much. There's a little bit of sole flare, but you do have a wide landing pad, which we'll talk about in a minute. But all in all, really like this upper. I get really good lockdown in this. I never have any heel slippage. I never get any toe rubbing either. There's enough volume, so I give this upper 5 out of 5. It's one of my favorite uppers. Very lightweight and breathable as well. So in the summer, this will be perfect. Outsole now, we have some issues here, I'm afraid. Lots of dints, lots of, you know, you can see here things are coming off a little bit on this outsole. Although that's actually one of these marks, but it's ripping a little bit. The dints are my biggest worry. I mean, you've got a huge landing base, and you've got most of the areas that you need to, particularly in the forefoot, covered by some decent rubber. But it's just these dents, and they're getting worse and worse. It doesn't seem to be affecting the foam for me at the moment, which is a good thing. But all in all, I wish the rubber was a little bit more robust, that would protect the foam underneath a little bit more. Of course, you've got this exposed area, so this is a no-go, this outsole, for anything that's got stones, rocks, whatever. I've made that mistake before. You don't want to make that mistake with this shoe. You feel like you're going to smash the plate, and it's a horrible feeling landing on any kind of stone with this. So only for road and tarmac. So there are some downsides with the outsole. I'm going to give it a 4. Grip-wise, it's really good, and as I said, you've got a really nice landing base here and a nice rubber coverage. So it could be a lot worse, but I think it could be a little bit better as well. So not quite up there with a lot of the other Puma shoes in terms of wear, and also in terms of you know, just a general feel of this outsole. This midsole is absolutely fantastic. Can't really praise it enough. First and foremost, this aliphatic nitro infused foam is one of the best foams out there. You get an amazing energy return from this foam. It keeps you flowing along, gives you really nice compression, very quick decompression, which is key. And this nice aggressive rocker keeps you flowing through your strides. It pretty much has everything. It has really nice foam. It has a really nice plate that you engage, and if you can, in a 5K race, I'm right up in this top area of the forefoot, and this lip, I get a really nice snapback from that lip. I do feel it. It's not a gimmick, guys. You see how much it sticks out. It does actually work, and it throws me forward, as well as the rocker, which is going to throw me, roll me forward anyway. All in all, the design, I mean, they've really thought about the design of this midsole, and they've got something that's both a really nice aggressive geometry and a really nice configuration of the foam with the plate. Gives you what I think is possibly the best super shoe out on the market. It's got literally all bases covered, whether you're doing 5K all the way up to the marathon. Foam seems fairly robust. I mean, I've used this a lot now in a lot of races, and it's still giving me back a lot of energy. That, like I said, the only thing I'm worried about with the foam is that eventually it's going to start getting degradate because this outsole is going to wear away. So in terms of the midsole, I'm definitely going to give it a 5 out of 5. Like I said, the nitro infused aliphatic TPU foam is amazing. This power plate that Puma have got is a really good flexible plate. You get some flexibility with it. As you can see, I can bend it, which is not often the case with a lot of super shoes. They really thought about their design and how it works with the human body. And I think for most runners, this is going to be an absolute winner of a midsole. 5 out of 5. Stability wise, it's actually not too bad. There's not a lot going on here in the upper to give you much stability, but you do have a little bit of sole flare, and you have a wide landing springboard, you know, a real springy kind of pad to land on, which is wide enough. If you're landing on the heel, it's a bit narrower. Obviously midfoot, you've got to deal with the gaps here. I didn't find this unstable. I find it more stable than things like the Ray Tokyo, maybe even the Sky Tokyo. I just feel it feels a bit more substantial and a bit wider on my foot. So stability wise, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for a super shoe. I think it's one of the more stable super shoes out there on the market. Durability wise, I'm going to mark it down. I'm going to give it a 3. I just feel like this is too much going on here for my liking, and that could get worse and worse. So far, I'm not seeing a problem with the foam, which is good, but I don't feel like this outsole is going to last very long. And if I continue to use it a lot, which I will do, I'm going to need to replace this shoe, I think, probably in about 100 miles time, which would be about 300 in all, which isn't the best considering, you know, how much money this shoe costs. Let's see, speed, 5 out of 5. It's the fastest shoe I own, I'm pretty sure of. Great for 5Ks, great all the way up to the marathon. I think it'd be a really good 1 miler as well. You get this really good energy return, this really good snapback from the plate, quick compression, decompression, much quicker than other shoes, softer shoes. It's quicker than the Ray by far. If you like a comparison, I ran a slower 5K at my Oak Hill Park last weekend with the Ray, and I ran it in 17:51. This I took to Battersea Park. Spoiler alert, I ran 16:36 in this shoe, and this, I felt the difference. It allowed me to open my stride. It allowed me to get right up here on the tip of the shoe, at the tip of the forefoot, and I engaged this plate, and like I said earlier, I got a really nice snap back, which threw me forward with this flexible plate. So speed wise, I think it's just about the fastest shoe I own. Hoka Cielo X1 2.0 is a rival, but I would say for me, that's the only rival to this shoe. And we'll do a 5K shoe review at some point, and we'll go through all the options. But for me, this is pretty much number 1 at the moment. So I've probably just ruined that video, haven't I? But anyway, still watch it, right? That's speed. Good fall. What's this shoe good for? I've just said it. 5Ks, miles even, all the way up to marathon. It's the most versatile super shoe, good for all those distances. It now has my 5K and marathon PB. It's close to having my half marathon PB. I won my first ever half marathon in this shoe as well. I think all in all, it's the most versatile shoe for all those distances, and I'd highly recommend it, whether you're doing a mile, a 5K, or you're actually doing the full marathon. I think this could be an absolute winner for most people. Value for money, that's the biggest downside, £260, and the fact it's not readily available is frustrating. I think Puma have got it slightly wrong this time. They're normally pretty good, but I think this should have been about 220, 230 max. I think with all the hype of the studies that were done around this shoe and how it, they said it had a better energy return than a lot of its rivals. I think they use that as an excuse to bump up the price. And I think, given that how much super shoes cost in general, I think it wouldn't have been a bad idea for Puma to stick within their normal price bracket and have it around 220, 230. But they went £30 more than that, 260, which I think is a little bit too much, even though it's an amazing shoe. Final thoughts on the shoe. Absolutely love it. I'm going to use it for a lot of 5Ks, 10Ks, probably more half marathon, marathons, and then I'm going to need to replace it, obviously. I think if you're looking for a shoe that can do it all, super shoe that can do it all for your races, this is the one. It's got an amazing upper. It's got a decent outsole. It's good enough, but it's, obviously I have those issues there. And I think the midsole is pretty much number one out there on the market. Which, it's got that amazing setup of geometry, but the aliphatic nitrogen infused foam is amazing, and that plate configuration is just spot on as far as I'm concerned. You get really nice engagement of this flexible plate, and that flexibility makes a big difference in this shoe. So that's my final thoughts. In terms of the British Masters, and if you've already watched some of the video, you'll see some of the interviews. If not, go back and watch them. It's an amazing race. All the top quality runners from all over Britain come and descend upon Battersea Park. And these are all 5K speed merchants for each age group. I think it goes 35 all the way up to 80, or it might go 85. And it's just an incredible event, which most people, I think, if you've got an opportunity to run it, You meet some really amazing people. Just shows how fit these people are. I'll put some league tables up in a minute where you can see the times. But for my 50 bracket, the top three, they were all 15 something, which is incredible at my age. At 50, being over 50, to run a sub 16 5K is incredible. I myself ran 16:36, which is a PB for me. I think having all these amazing competitors to race against made a big difference. It does in those races because you've always got someone to run with that's running fast. And all in all, I would highly recommend it. Battersea Park, as we know, is one of the quickest circuits out there. On tarmac, it's as close to a running track as you're probably going to get, with that wide loop of the park, and you go 2.5 times round, and you got plenty of room, to overtake people. The pathways are wide. There's only a few sections where it narrows. Really well organised by, I assume, the British Athletics or England Athletics organisations. They really organise it really well. This is the first time for me, and I've got to admit, going into it, I had a bit of that imposter syndrome where I felt like, do I belong here? And by the end of it, I now realise I do. I'm going to do more of those British Masters events. I just want to say, actually, I was hoping to see Tim Grace at that event, but he's injured at the moment. So all the best for your recovery, Tim. I watch your channel. I love it. I love you when you do the stats on things. And I really think it'd be lovely to meet up with you one day. Maybe if you're doing a race that we're both doing, we'll have a quick catch up. I was hoping to see you there, but I actually bumped into a few people who, I could overheard that were talking about you. So you're obviously a popular bloke on these races. So all the best, Tim, and all the best to all of you, right? I hope you're having a good time. I know the weather's miserable in England. But get through these winter months and we'll be back in the new year. Now's the time to start looking ahead, looking at your goals for the next year. That was my last big race, and now I'm planning ahead. I've got the Brighton and London Marathon in spring, and I'll no doubt have a lot of 10Ks, 5Ks, and even half marathons as warm-up races for those marathons. So my voice is going now. So all the best. Love you all. Hope you found this video useful. Put in the chats if you want any information about the British Masters or if you want to know more about this shoe. And love you all. See you soon. Bye bye. But I thought I'd just show you Sloane Square's little Christmas market. It's not really a market, but have a look. I suppose it's a little market. There's some shops there. Loren Coffee. Leave that. Whatever next. Thank you. Have any of you ever had a Ralph Lauren coffee? A Ralph Lauren coffee next to an amazing fountain. That'd be nice. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take a good look around Sloane Square before I go. Hasta la vista, baby. Let's have it.